All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got Jackson Destine with me. New episode of Paul Jacobs Empowerment, and amazing man. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for your patience, and thank you. Today was just a crazy day. So
I already know it.
yeah. So let's get right into it, fam. How you been?
And I've been blessed, bruh. Blessed, man. Blessed.
When you say blessed, what do you mean by blessed? Is because a lot of things, a lot of people are feeling down right now. Like,
Man, 2020 played a big role on everyone. You feel me? 2020 then broke people down to their core. You feel me? I feel like everyone done grown either spiritually, mentally, even physically during 2020. You feel me? So I just feel like the fact that I was able to see 2021 is definitely a blessing. We don't went through a whole civil war. You feel me? Without even knowing. So for everyone who made it to 2021, man, we blessed.
and yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of how I look at it too. It's just the same way. Like, I feel like I'm glad I'm alive. I'm glad I made it through. But I'm still fighting every day. I'm still trying to live every day, and that's one thing I don't think people understand, and they probably take for granted, is that maybe just because they're here, but they're struggling, they're just like, shit, they're probably feeling like the world is over or everything is just egging at them. But it's just like, nah, just be kind of grateful that you woke up today. Be grateful that,
Definitely.
I don't know, it's just crazy. Like, I'm glad to wake up all the time because a lot of people died last year and so much shit done happened. It's crazy. It's like death keeps coming closer and closer.
A lot of people died, bruh. I don't even want to talk about the month December, bruh.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't die, but, man, we just got to stay positive. You feel me? Stay positive and just know that better days are coming. Better days coming.
Yeah, and I know one thing, you always working, you always doing stuff, you always, I don't know, how did the pandemic kind of treat you during that?
Ooh. The pandemic, really, for me, the pandemic, it really, it put me in a position that I never thought I would be in. I done faced depression.
But I feel like you always go through obstacles, though. You always have something.
But this one was different, because this one was mental. You feel
It
me?
also hit everybody, too.
So, growing up, I was always able to do anything I put my mind to, I'm able to do. You feel me? The physicality, whatever it was, but academically, I got it. Put my mind to it and do it. But when we went through the pandemic, it put me in a situation where, I was fighting myself. I gotta beat myself up, you feel me? So I really was facing depression, anxiety, all that, you feel me? So the pandemic really did break me, you feel me? But, God got me. God got me through.
But you said that it broke you, but you're still alive, though. So
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of times when shit is just coming at us, or, when we feel like we're getting attacked, those are the times to learn, because once you bounce back, you can never come back how down you was. You can always just come up.
Yeah.
There's nowhere else but just going up.
Gotta go up.
Yeah, and then that's the thing. And I know you're doing music now, too, so what's that like?
Yeah, man, I've been doing music since I was a kid. You feel me? Music, that's what helped me get get through the pandemic. Cause I tell you what, I was in a dark place, you feel me? And shout out to my brothers, you feel me, who was there that helped me get through my situation. But I stopped doing music for a long period of time because I was battling my own demons. I was going through what I had to go through. I'm in school. I'm holding down my org positions. So I stopped doing music, you feel me? But music has always been a part of me. Every time I'm doing a project in school, every time, if we're throwing a party, we need to find a way to, advertise. I would always run to music, but I never really took it as serious as I did in high school. But when we went through the pandemic, it was like, I went on my phone and I found GarageBand. I was like, man, I'm a GOAT, you feel me? So let me see if I could figure this out, because I need to figure out something to get out of this depressive state that I was in. I went to my closet, put my headphones on, started recording, man, and it was up from there.
Do you think when you make music, it's because you kind of express yourself and you kind of like talking to yourself and getting rid of all of your
Bruh.
demons, or is it more so you're talking to the fans, you're kind of giving them a story?
Man, I make music for me. You feel me? Like music is my only way to express what's going on with me. I can't really talk to people about what I be going through because, you know, it's very deep. I'm not one of them. You feel me? I'm different. You feel me? So when I speak to the microphone, man, that's like my best friend. I could be honest to it. I could really come out and, you know, express how I really feel. So, and I just love just the vibe. I just love music, man. Music is just a part of me
I feel you though, because you definitely been making music for a minute, but
all my life.
is it because of you, I guess, maybe being more alone and kind of not able to go out or be busy? Do you think you kind of was able to find a piece of yourself and being like, damn, I'm just kind of take this stuff more seriously?
Um, I didn't think that I was gonna take it more seriously when I made that first song in my closet. It was just me trying to find something to do because, bro, it was just nothing to do, bro. We all going through this pandemic. So when I did make that first song, and I was like, oh snap, like y'all boy listen to this, you feel me? I mean, I was with my roommate, he came, he heard it, and he was like, yo, this it, you feel me? And then I stayed there that whole day. And the next day, stayed there making music. So it was like, dang, bro, I love doing this. This is something I love to do. So it's just, that's what just, you know, it was up from there. You feel me? It was up from there. I found something that I love to do. I found it back. Cause remember, like, I stopped doing it for some period of time. So it was just like, and you know me, I don't really like doing stuff. Like, I'm in school, you know, I'm doing a lot of things, but there's nothing that I really like to do. But when I was making music, I was thinking back about like my childhood and high school and things that I did for
Really?
self-care. And it was like every time I was making music to help me cope with the things I was going through.
It was more so therapeutic.
It was therapeutic. It was therapeutic. So I needed some way to I needed some type of therapy because I don't do what other people do, bro. Like I'm just different, you know. So when I found music, it was like, man, this is what I love to do. I love music. So it's been up from there, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, I think I kind of feel the same way. Well, not with music, but just more so, you know, trying to figure out what to do, having all that alone time. And then I'm just like, damn, I love talking to people. I love, you know, just kind of figuring out life, asking questions, just, you know, kind of being myself and just here it comes, boom.
Everything happens for a reason, bro. And God's perfect. God's perfect.
You think everything happens for a reason?
Everything happens for a reason. Everything. Because God is perfect, bro. Everything in this world happens for a reason. And if you don't know what the reason is now, you'll know later.
So saying that, how do you feel about the pandemic then? Like,
It's
something like
it's
that,
a blessing and a curse.
something like that happening. Do you think it was?
Of course, it was for a reason. Who knows where I would have been if the pandemic didn't happen? Who knows where, you know, I mean, it's a blessing and a curse. Because for a lot of people, it blessed them. And for a lot of people who lost people during, you know, the COVID-19 pandemic, you know, my condolences go to everyone.
But a lot of people also lost their small businesses, and a lot of people lost a lot of, you know, assets that they had.
But you can't blame that on COVID-19. You got to figure out how you're going to make it shake. And some people, because of COVID happened, their small business turned to a big business now.
People, but for the other people who didn't, you know, I feel like it's kind of hard because, you know, I guess everything happens for a reason, but for me, dealing with life, I'm not gonna say everything happened for a reason, but it's kind of hard to bounce back from certain things, and it's kind of hard to kind
of course,
you know, tell people that this was kind of. I'm not gonna say it's hard to tell people it was a blessing and a curse, but I think it's about perception. And I think if you weren't able to hustle your way out or have gained a different perception or probably been able to grow, then you probably haven't been, you know, it's the pandemic been killing you. You haven't been in the right element.
The pandemic killed a lot of people. I just told you the pandemic broke me. But am I going to sit there and just be like, yeah, COVID-19 did this to me? No.
But how do you overcome that mind state of being broken and then...
believe in yourself and having a strong support system. I ain't do it by myself. People was there for me every day, every day, every day. People was there for me, supported me, comfort me, let me know that, you're going to get through it and I'm here for you. So definitely.
I feel that. I mean, it definitely takes a lot of support too, but it also, I feel like it depends on what you want. Because if you're somebody who is just working a 9 to 5, working a job, then probably look for another job. But if you're somebody that's trying to get money, trying to get rich, then you gotta hustle your way out. And I feel like if you weren't able to kind of learn a new skill or learn something, or being able to grow, or I don't know, just trying to, I wouldn't say figure things out, but just learn something, get out of your element, because I feel like this whole thing just had shooken us up. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. And I know you being from Palm Beach, how has that affected you, like kind of growing up and being from a background where you have a lot of violence, but obviously you being where you are today, how did you kind of overcome all of that?
That's a really great question. Palm Beach County is where I'm from. I'm a Zoe boy, so Zoe's gonna always get through any situation. Yeah, y'all know how Palm Beach County is. It's true,
But I know how it is, but it's different for everybody, because some people probably had a sweet life. Some people, just went to school. Some people was in the streets robbing. And I know, coming from, I guess, a poor background, everybody had to kind of do something and like figure shit out throughout, their young days, middle school, high school. So like, what were some of the things? Because I know you went through a lot, and I know like you obviously have been accomplished a lot. But I know one thing is you're not where you want to be, but I know you're constantly getting awards. Oh, yeah. So what's your mindset like when you're constantly getting celebrated, but I know you're not where you want to be at?
I mean, I believe in myself. You feel me?
Does it give you motivation?
What gives me motivation?
No, I'm saying like, does it give you motivation when you get all of those awards? And
Nah, I don't care about none of that. I don't really? Even see my award. As soon as I get something, I send it to my grandma. I don't have nothing.
How come? Because I remember you said that, but how come?
What is it gonna do for me? I don't need it. What is it gonna do for me? I don't do it for the award. I'm me. I don't keep nothing. I don't got my diploma. I don't got no trophies. I don't got no medals. I don't got nothing.
But for somebody who goes through trials and tribulations, how do you motivate yourself then?
My family motivates me. My family, the reason why I do what I do is because of my family. The reason why I'm in school is because of my family. My family been suffering, and it's a generational curse that I have to break. You feel me? Seeing my people struggle, seeing my mom, my dad, my grandma, my uncles, my cousins, they the ones who motivate me. And I just thank God that he gave me the mindset that I have. You feel me? He gave me that free will to make my own decision. You feel me? It's up to me. It ain't up to nobody. It's up to me to make those decisions. You feel me? I could have easily been a dropout. I got expelled from school, bro. I couldn't easily been locked up.
Yeah, when you was younger, you definitely had like a crate. Like, what made you change from that? From being like kind of I would say a badass jit, and then coming from like high school, changing and, earning a scholarship, going to FSU. Like, how were you able to make that shift?
I feel like I said, I ain't do it by myself. You feel me? I feel like once I seen the vision, once I've seen it, once I knew what college was, I don't know, bro. I don't know. So.
What was your vision, though? What was that thing that you seen that kind of gave you the green light to kind of focus and switch everything? Because it's not easy to come from, our background, being a badass jit, to just getting A's, getting scholarships, giving back to the community, all the shit that you do, and even you starting the U.D.T, the Universal Dream Team.
Mm-hmm. Man, first and foremost, bro, I thank God. No cap. First and foremost, I thank God. But I feel like when I noticed that people started to give me a chance and believe in me, first it started with me. You feel me? First it started with me. It couldn't have started with no one else. I had to want to be successful. I had to want to get straight A's. You feel me? And then I put my mind to it. And then it happened. Just put your mind to it. Whatever I put my mind to, I'm able to do. Whatever.
But did you want to change?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know why, but it felt like every time I tried to change, I would always get pulled back in.
But you said you got expelled.
I got expelled. I done got caught doing so much dumb stuff. You feel me? I done made my peoples cry. Everything, bro. All of my family members are convicted felons. I got peoples. All my friends are either dead or deported. You feel me? Like, I am the last of a dying breed. Literally. I was the last one. I was up under that tree with them boys. You feel me? Unfortunately, if you check you feel me? Like my record, you feel me? You gotta go deep. And I didn't know this until I joined the Criminal Justice Academy, bro. There's some things.
Don't tell me you got something on your record.
There's some things, bro. There's some things. But yeah, bro. Like I said, man, just believe in yourself. Just believe in yourself and you make it shake.
But about the change, though, it's just, I understand you believed in yourself, but what kind of made you just say, this is something that I want to do? You said it was because you said it was because of your family?
Yeah, I'm a dream chaser, so I had a dream too. I had a dream. We was homeless. I had a dream that I was going to be a successful person.
You said you was homeless at what age?
Bro, we was always homeless, man.
I don't believe you.
Fam. Bro, we slept under that tree. We slept under that tree. Daddy slept in cars,
Throughout like elementary school and stuff?
Elementary school. I remember I was in class. I was like in 4th or 5th grade. Teacher checked how many elementary schools I went to. And it was like, dang, you went to all these elementary schools? It's because we kept getting kicked out of places and I had to keep moving. I went to probably every elementary school in Palm Beach.
I never knew that. I never knew that you actually was homeless at part. I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. And you, bouncing back and coming from that, it's amazing. Mm-hmm. And I remember back in the days, I don't know if I remember back in the days, you used to pick me up. I mean, I used to pick you up after work, and then you went to go look for your uncle to bring him back home some days. And I remember you doing that was something that kind of like inspired me, because it's like, damn, like even though who knows what your uncle was doing, you always, at the end of the day, because your family, like everybody else, didn't give a fuck about him, and he was just on some whatever. So you would always try to bring him back home, and he always.
I just went to New York and went to go see them boys. You feel me? I just went to go see them boys. I'm going to always have love for them because them boys are blessed. Them boys are gifted. Even though they don't got nothing, them boys were homeless. Them boys were hobos. Them boys were crackheads. I didn't know that until I went to New York. And one of my uncles was telling me, like, y'all boys was doing dope. Y'all boys was not just selling it, but doing it too. And them boys always told me, don't do crack, you feel me? Because no cap.
I'm sorry.
No
it
cap.
It just sounds funny when you say don't do crack. But
growing up, like I said, I was surrounded by that. I'm the last of a dying breed, so I was dealing with them boys, so we had to make money, you feel me? So them boys would always tell me, yeah, we're finna get this bread, but you can't do this right here. Don't you ever do it. So for them to have, my uncle done overdose off of crack. Man almost died right in front of me, you feel me? So, yeah, we blessed, man. We blessed. My uncle's a GOAT, bro. He's still here. He the last one left.
And you said that they're in New York now?
Yeah, them boys in New York.
So what's that like as you've been able to grow when, obviously further yourself while going to college, obviously making a name and joining a frat. What's the name of your frat again?
I'm part of the Mu Epsilon chapter of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated.
All right. So, I don't know the whole name. That's why I wanted you to say it. Just constantly, furthering yourself. And does it kind of hurt when you kind of come back to like Delray or Palm Beach and then you see how the people kind of stay in the same motions, or you kind of it's like you're always going up in life, but then when you try to come back to the city, you see people are kind of just doing the same thing. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, to make the reference under the tree, it's like you're seeing the same people under the tree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it do hurt. It do hurt, but I'm Jackson. I got my life to live. I can't force nobody to do nothing. I can only, you feel me, lead you to the water. It's your decision.
But you already do so much though. You talk to a lot of people. You do speeches. You
That's all I
motivate
need
the
to
youth.
do. If I try to save everyone that's in Delray, that's in Boynton, Lake Worth, Lantana, Boca, wherever, I'm a self-destruct. I can't do it, fam. I thought I could at one point in time. And that's the reason why, you feel me?
What made you change that from you saying that you could save everybody to not?
Nah. I feel like,
Well, what made you realize that?
made me realize it.
Yeah.
Man, just learning about like self-care, learning about like putting yourself first, and trying so hard to do that, and it always backfiring because only hurting myself, and I'm stumping my growth. Every time I try to do that, So you just gotta understand that people gonna be people. I can't do nothing but pray for you and hope for the best for you. And I'm doing everything in my power to help. You feel me? Believe it. There's some things that I don't put on social media. I don't talk about.
I know, because I know this time that you done took me, we done fed the homeless.
The homeless people in the city. You feel me? Like, I'm going to always play my part. As long as I'm happy with who I am, you feel me? I'm going to give what I can. But if my cup empty, I can't help nobody,
Do you ever think, hopefully, you could probably get to the point in your life where you can help everybody, or maybe that's something that's impossible to say?
See,
do you think that's something that take billions and billions of dollars, or?
I used to say, I want to change the world. That's what I used to say. Man, when I won my Heisman Award, I stood in front of that. I said, man, we're going to change the world. I'm going to change the world. But then you got to realize that my world was changed. My world changed when I won that award. The world didn't change globally, but my world changed. So instead of me trying to change the world as a globe, I could change individuals' world. There's kids who wouldn't have graduated if it wasn't for me being in their life. There's kids who would still be locked up if it wasn't for me being in their life. Their world changed. And if I could just change one person's world, I'm good. I changed the world. You feel me? But the world gonna go on. Life goes on. When I go, life gonna go on.
And hopefully people can, learn, or hopefully you plant enough seeds where we can all get them. Well, I hope everybody's able to get this mindset. And that's why I kind of do the podcast, to have people who kind of think like us and always want to give back, constantly give back, because the stuff we go through is hard, and living life every day is just hard. And, I kind of just want to give back everything I have, but it's hard because I still got to live.
Yes, sir.
I still got to have peace for myself.
Yes, sir. You got to pay yourself first.
Yeah, for sure. You definitely got to pay yourself first. Mm-hmm. It's tough. It's tough. What else on the fucking... But the thing with... speaking about life, just being in the present, the thing with them rushing Capitol Hill, and how you felt about that, with them like fucking up the votes and
I feel like that's crazy.
doing riots and all that shit, because it wasn't a protest.
I feel like that's crazy, and I feel like it's a slap in the face for, black and brown people, because we're not asking them to shoot them.
But should you take it as a slap in the face because you kind of already knew that's how America was, and they just kind of
showed us. Yeah, they just showed us.
You don't think they've been showing us throughout time already?
Yeah, they've been showing us throughout time, and it's like this.
So how could it have been a slap in the face? Because I felt like that was just something. I'm not saying it was gonna happen like that, but I felt like because I wouldn't say we're better than them, because we're not better than anybody. Like, nobody's better than anybody, but we wouldn't, as black people, stoop that low and do something like that. Mm-hmm. Obviously, knowing the risk, being treated, and seeing the different situation is hard.
I'm not that type of individual. That's why I feel like with me and politics, I don't even get into politics. I don't ever get into politics.
I don't either, but just seeing that stuff, it kind of blew up in my face. It's crazy.
And it was
like everywhere.
If I was in that position where for example, say I was the president. Let's say I was the president, right? Boom. It says in the amendment, if somebody, like, you feel me, destroys government property, such as the Capitol, Trump even tweeted this, the minimum is 10 years in prison. And you telling me these people done did that and nothing happened? You got me fucked up. Everybody was gonna have to see me, period. You feel me? Cause I know if black people were to do that, but we wouldn't even step a foot there. You feel me? But you're telling me these people could really climb on them walls and break the window?
Look like animals. It was
I would have
crazy
blew the whole thing up. We want to throw bombs in Japan, though. We want to bomb Japan, but you're not finna bomb them. Come on. And I can't say too much because, you feel me? You know, I'm too real. That's just common sense. It's common sense. But trust me, I don't really care. God is my Lord and Savior. Lord, Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. I'm telling you right now, bro, all them got to really see me. They got to see me. And let them come. I can't say too much.
But for sure, and I think that's how most of Black America feels. It's like it's a slap in the face. It's
like, it don't make no sense, bro. It don't make no sense. Like, it just don't make no sense. That's it.
But I also think we should look at it and take it with a grain of salt and understand how America really is, and just, you know, I wouldn't say move accordingly because that's fucked up, but, you know, just kind of just do it right, vote better, get people right in the government, trying to switch things.
Like, man,
it's a lot though. It's a lot.
I just feel like, man, you gotta go to the root. You gotta go to the root. You feel me? And I'm not too educated on the root of the, like, illusion of America and black people being in America. You know, I'm not too educated. But if you want to find out more, or for the people who are watching, y'all could go learn about the history and learn about why we're here, how we're here, and what we need to do to better ourselves as black and brown people. You know, it's an illusion that we gotta. So, until we as black people decide to come together, because black people are so beautiful. Man, I'm not saying that white people aren't. I love white people. Like, you feel me? I don't even be talking about this topic because this ain't even something I even, you know, I don't really care. Black, white, it doesn't matter to me. But, like, man, y'all tripping right now because y'all blowing it up everywhere, you know? We have no choice but to face it. And me, I've always been that type of person to advocate for what's right.
Blasphemy.
Blasphemy.
Throw a big word in there. But, you know, to lighten up the mood, I don't want to keep it, you know, to the, you know, because it was just crazy to see it, because I didn't say I wanted to avoid, you know, but I was just on Facebook and it came up, and then you see people jumping over the stuff, and it just kept getting worse. People stealing stuff. It's just like, wow. Like, imagine.
I'm not saying go bomb them people. I'm not saying go shoot them.
It's not.
But, like, don't shoot us.
We just want that same respect.
Don't shoot
when we're
us.
protesting. We just want that same respect, and that's what it's about.
God bless America.
You know, to switch up, you know, living a hard life and, you know, going through it. What's a key advice you want to give to the youth in these times right now? Even, you know, post 2020, but maybe having a different mindset in 2021. What's, you know, some advice you want to give to the youth?
Love yourself. Love yourself, man. Love yourself dearly. You gotta love yourself, man. I realize, bruh, when I say love yourself, I don't just mean, all right, cool, I love myself. Everyone can say that. No, really love yourself. Really dedicate time to yourself, you know? If something is toxic, bro, you must remove yourself, because it's not good for your environment, for your body. Like, you really gotta love yourself, man, because once you do that, you start to unlock, like, things you didn't know about yourself, man. You start to know more about your insecurities, you know? Like, I got so much insecurities I didn't know about. When I started to love myself and I knew that God loved me, all my insecurities went away. All of it went away. You know, so definitely y'all boys out there, man, love yourself. It doesn't matter who, it doesn't matter what, it doesn't matter when, it doesn't matter where, it doesn't matter why. You just gotta love yourself, man.
For sure. Also, one thing I want to tell people for 2021 is also to grow. And not also grow, but grow up. And I know a lot of people done a couple of things to get them to be where they are, but I would say it's kind of time to detach from that and learn how to, start businesses and learn how to do different things, not be afraid to do different tasks and just be able to grow and learn and never to stop growing and learning.
Yeah, but like, we can't just be telling people to do that.
I'm not saying telling people, but advice,
Some
because
people don't know how to. They need access to resources to help them. Bro, when I was in high school, I was in probably like the 11th grade when I joined the AVID program. And you don't join the AVID program at the 11th grade. You gotta join as a freshman. You gotta come in as a freshman. But that just goes to show you like the things that I had to do in order to get in there. You feel me? To make it happen, to go against, the rules, to get into the program that I wanted to get into because I knew it would get me into college. I knew it would give me those resources that I needed. Boom, joined it. I joined it. We started doing the mock interviews. We was doing like resume workshops. We was going on college tours. We had congressmen come in and speak to the kids. We was having financial workshops. I was learning about how to build credit. You feel me? I was learning about sex ed. You feel me? So like I was learning about these things, and then I started to meet people who genuinely cared about helping people and not just say, I want to help you and show up and then leave. You feel me? I had people who would come to my house, take me and my grandma out, my cousin out to like big fancy restaurants and like, yo, I'm really here to help you. I'm really here to, I got you, whatever you need. Whatever you need, I just need you to stay away from the streets. I just need you to like, you feel me, turn away from the streets because there's a better life out there. And if you just believe, you can get there. That's what I did. Those people helped me. Those people believed in me.
For sure. And thank you so much. And what are some of the things you got coming up?
Oh, man. 21.
Because I know you're doing music now. I know you got your brand.
Man, I got a lot of things coming up, I'm about to try to open up a store, I'm an entrepreneur vibes.
So you gonna open up a store for U.D.T. finally?
Mm-hmm. About that time.
So
work on the album, you feel me? Love my family, love myself, put my peoples in positions to win. I just got this new position on campus as senator. So time to start making laws for my peoples. Time to start making sure that, I start showing love. At Florida State, it's only about 1,000 and some black people, black males, and probably like 1,000 and some black women versus 30, 40 some thousand white people, So
other.
And then a couple some other, of course. So you gotta really just shine a spotlight on those people who are grinding because it ain't easy, especially for parents who are student parents. Man, it ain't sweet. I got my little cousin who I'm raising as a college student, and I'm gonna tell you, bro, it ain't sweet. So I'm gonna work on some resolutions for him. Things I got coming up, and I'm gonna keep praying to my God. You feel me?
Yeah, and that's one thing I want to tell you is I'm glad to know you because one, you're an amazing person, and two,
you too, my G.
It's great to see somebody so young. They handle a lot of responsibility, accountability, and moving appropriately as a black man. And that's one thing I want you to do is continue growing, and because I always know you're gonna be the best you, and I want everybody else to be the best version of themselves too. So,
yes, sir.
Appreciate you for coming on, and thank you so much.
Of course, my G.
Jackson Destine, Universal Dream Team. Go get the merch. You already know. Check in. Yes, sir.